Quick video recommendation here. I know a lot of you guys don't like Dan Rafael. I'm not the biggest fan of Dan Rafael myself, but he is a long-time veteran boxing journalist. He's been around the sport for many years. And he says something in this video that I've been saying for the past 10 years, which is that we are in a golden age of heavyweight boxing. Okay, Dan Rafael is old enough to remember the previous golden age, which was the 1990s. And I'm sure, like me, he would have grown up watching fights from the 1970s and 1960s, 70s certainly being the previous golden age before the 90s. So it was very frustrating for me, let's say 10 years ago, or the best part of a decade ago, to be telling people on my channel, telling my subscribers, this is a golden age of heavyweight boxing, and to see people in the comments saying, what a load of rubbish. The fighters today wouldn't have lasted in the 90s. They wouldn't have lasted in the 70s. Today's heavyweight era is really poor. It's weak. It's devoid of talent, etc., etc. This type of view is not just expressed by boxing fans. It's also expressed by certain fighters, certain trainers. You know, some of them are Hall of Fame fighters and trainers who come out with stuff like this. But I'm here to tell you, as somebody who lived through the previous golden age in heavyweight boxing in the 1990s, that people were saying the same thing back then. In the 90s, there was a load of boxing fans, boxing journalists and fighters, etc., who were constantly rubbishing the heavyweight division, telling us how it was much better back in the 70s and these guys would have never lived with Ali, Frazier, and Foreman and Norton. Same thing. Boxing fans, not just fans, some fighters as well and trainers, don't recognize what they have when they have it. They're always putting the rose-tinted specs on, and they can't see that actually they're living through one of the best eras in heavyweight boxing right now. This is what afflicted so many people in the 90s, and it wasn't until 10 years after the fact that they looked back and thought, wow, the 90s was actually a good era for heavyweight boxing. Yes, it was. Some of us were saying it at the time, but the naysayers were not. The naysayers probably have got amnesia now. They don't remember the fact that they were completely rubbishing the heavyweight division in the 90s, but they were. Trust me, I was there. I remember it well. And the naysayers today, a decade from now, will be doing the same thing. They'll be forgetting the fact that they were rubbishing the heavyweight division when the likes of Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker, Joe Joyce, Zhilei Zhang, all these fighters were active. They'll be rubbishing it today, but 10 years from now, they'll be talking about how great it was. Boxing, just like many other sports, just like many other things in life, has peaks and troughs. So it won't be until we go into a trough in the heavyweight division that people will recognize how good this era was. All right? So enjoy it while it's here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.